Yo, what's good with it? Man, make sure my shit is fucking. Yeah, my shit's good. What's good? What's going on? Trying to figure out. I'm a Steelers fan. I'm trying to figure out what team I'm going to use. How's everything going? I'm about to fucking smoke. I'm doing very well. How about yourself? I had a really big dinner. Now I'm gonna kick back. My wife's in bed. With the puppy. My kids are asleep. They're adults, but they're asleep. It's my time. It's my time of the night now. I was getting a bowl pack real quick. I'm trying to pack it now, then I'll be ready for next time. I'm trying to figure out a team. I'm gonna try to. I don't know, man. I'm trying to think who would be good to use now. I don't want to use the fucking Raiders. I don't like it. I'm a Steelers fan, so I don't really care if Brown left, but I want to try I never did try the Cowboys on here. I want to try the Browns again. And I haven't thought about it really hard enough, I guess. Yeah, man, for real, that's good. I'm relaxing right now too, man. Just fucking chilling, fucking recliner, waiting to figure out what I'm gonna do. I might get better in a little bit, but I want to get at least 1 or 2 Madden games in. What's fucking Dak Prescott? It's 82, 75, 84.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'm a running back. Same day, why I'm a running back.
I'll try him. I ain't scared to use these. My wife's an Eagle fan, not me. I don't care about the Cowboys. Maybe it's a sign not to use them. I want to see a trucking. I want to go running back with trucking. 86, 61, terrible. 87, so only one better.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'm a running back. Same day.
So it's really good, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't go on camera too much. I know what I look like. People who know me see me. They know I look good. Play the game. I'm high as shit. Alright, man. See what I can do in this round. Yeah, it's a fucking
NFL
soundtrack.
EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Cleveland Browns.
I appreciate you coming by, though.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20
it's a game
to the
soundtrack for the
22-yard
Madden.
line.
Let's go.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there. First down.
Number 53. Mike 53.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. McCaffrey, not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
To throw is Newton. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Newton. He's going to wind up into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall.
Hell yeah, it's me.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Tackle made by Ole Miss's Marquise Haynes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Mayfield on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Yes, it's intercepted. It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at the top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against this secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Lamb. This is caught inside the 15. It's a gain of 35. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Point it right. Protein spill.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Let's fucking pay attention, focusing.
Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
To throw again. Newton steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. Well, Charles, if you think so far in the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they look pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skilled players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it. And I think his team remains excited about his prospects. They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he was drafted. Daniel Jones, that was a different situation in New York. The fans weren't real excited about him coming in. But the reason they drafted him has a similar demeanor and talent to Eli Manning. And he's acquitting himself quite nicely in the early going. And Dwayne Haskins a little more up and down in Washington.
Oh, I caught that.
But they love the big arm of this guy. And he's back at home. Remember, he grew up in Potomac, Maryland.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They go play action. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Fourth down, and on is Greg Joseph for the Browns field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
He has a drink once he does this.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
There he goes.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right,
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Better than me.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's getting the first down before being taken down at the 46. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So now they'll try the end around. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards.
They're trying to show they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Now that'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a great return as he's out close to the 40-yard line. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing, but there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp, we'll see how that...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Newton now to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Now Chubb, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. Flush to his right. He's going to look deep from... And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield to throw it. And this is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. He was looking for Landry that time.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he will score! Touchdown, Panthers! A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Out of the gun, Newton. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to the 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Chubb. And an alley to run. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play that time out of Chubb. 57 yards on the ground. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. To throw, Mayfield. The quick slant caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Joseph now to kick this one away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, It's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.
Right back. Hey, you.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The Panthers kicker Graham Gano set and ready to go as we are off from Charlotte. That's fielded in the end zone. wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go. Kill. Gun. Under 10. 20. 58. 8.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On to tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They run. Chubb. And an alley to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Hilliard. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Oh, good with you.
A 5-yard touchdown.
We're good with you.
As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about
in now.
17-yard line.
I just played the fucking Panthers last game. I beat the dude 28-7. Something like that.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Given 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw, Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Newton. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd down and good. Newton. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. A 5-yard touchdown catch as they are now on the board here in the first half. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Crowder. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Landry, the intended target. Well, we got a second. We remind you that the Madden Championship Series is back and better than ever. August 30th. Face off in Arlington, Texas for a total prize pool of $190K. Tune in and watch it. Twitch.tv/EA Madden NFL, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, August 30th and 31st, and then 10:30 a.m. Eastern on September 1st to see if Skimbo can go back to back as a Madden Classic champion.
Gun.
Check tight.
To throw again on second down. Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when we clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey! Greg. Let's go. Number 53, Mike.
Throwing on third down, Newton. He's going to look, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right. He's got a man, complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Point it right.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about...
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On the carry, it's Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They run again on first down, Chubb. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
X3, 218, chop. Right there. Hey, alert 33. They're running it. Shoot, watch the shoot.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the 16, Newton looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal gets set for the fourth quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. It's coming this way, go on, Charlotte. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Newton now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. From the 50, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it'll bring up 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22, and they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Switch gears. Show it up. General West.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run it again with Chubb. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 57 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Throwing again on second down. Newton, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 32-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point is supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Right back to him on first down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And nothing but green grass. Oh, no, he lost the football. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defense. Well, they got the touchdown, but a little risky, even though where they were to run the football in that situation on the final play.
If they give it up somehow, and they take it back the other way, instead of a comfortable victory that they've got now, they've got a lot of explaining to do about why they tried to run the ball in that situation instead of just taking a knee and icing it.
But thankfully for them, they won't have to do any explaining. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.